787 made by Boeing is its most advanced wide-body jetliner. It has a lot of new tech, highly fuel-efficient engines, and what was reported now a couple of hours ago is shortly after takeoff, this Air India 787-8 aircraft crashed shortly, almost immediately after takeoff, traveling from Ahmedabad in Western India to London's Gatwick Airport. Now we have a death toll at the moment standing at 242 passengers and crew. Well, sorry, rather 242 people were on board, passengers and crew. We don't have confirmation yet of fatalities or survivors, and particularly the fact that this plane crashed into a residential area just outside the airport. We are likely to see the death toll escalate ever higher. But of course, part of the scrutiny and the market reaction is the share price in Boeing falling almost 8%. And a lot of scrutiny there has been on Boeing over several years now. And for someone like Air India also involved in this crash, the fact that it has been embarking on a major turnaround as well. So yeah, a lot to digest after this accident.
Danny, so, it seems like this plane only got to an altitude of about 675 feet is what CERT reporting is right now. Are we hearing anything from Air India about possible causes here, or what happened?
Well, one of the key pieces of information we have received from India's civil aviation regulator is that they received a report of a mayday from the pilot immediately after takeoff. So it's a sign of trouble in the cockpit. We don't have much more information to go on. Clearly, there is just too early to tell as this accident has played out. But of course, there'll be an important time to recover the black boxes, to get into what has happened, and also the investigation, and to critically find out, because the Boeing 787 is a widely used aircraft. But clearly, with this playing out, it's just quite a shock.
Danny, my reading on this is a 777 is when you've got loads and loads of passengers always on the plane. And the phrase that you people use is a narrow flight. Ahmedabad to Gatwick, I guess, is a narrow flight. It's the 5th or 7th largest city, a highly acclaimed cricket center in India. But tell us about Ahmedabad versus Mumbai, Delhi, or Bangalore.
So Ahmedabad, it is not necessarily a very busy route necessarily for long-haul flights. It has a couple of long-haul destinations, particularly including London Gatwick. But when you look at the big metro centers such as Delhi or Mumbai, they have multiple flights a day to the likes of London. They have direct links with the New York as well, and other major global centers as well. So for Air India, it has been branching out into these smaller metro cities as they use something like a really efficient and cost-effective 787 to ply these called longer, thinner routes.
To be clear here, Danny, in America, we're riveted by this. The Boeings that have been under debate for engine issues, aircraft integrity, that does not include this airplane in this horrific crash, correct?
No, absolutely right, Tom. This would mark the first major loss of a Boeing 787 aircraft. A lot of the scrutiny has been on the narrow-body aircraft, the 737 MAX rather. So there's a big distinction, and there's a death toll of this potentially 242 passengers. It would mark the biggest in over a decade, and potentially up to 3 decades or more for Air India as well.